The Navy tanker and Defence Force divers are being brought in to help tackle the fuel crisis that has grounded thousands of airline passengers. The only jet fuel supply pipeline to Auckland Airport has been shut down after it was ruptured by a digger on a farm in Northland, causing it to leak up to 80,000 litres of oil. The fuel industry says it hasn't seen anything like it before and is warning that Auckland may not have enough petrol and diesel stocks to cope with the unprecedented disruption. Laura Tupou reports.
Refining NZ staff have been working round the clock to clean up the 2 tanker loads of jet fuel that leaked from the pipeline at Ruakaka last Thursday. It says it stopped the oil going into waterways and moved contaminated soil to the Marsden Point refinery. Engineers are urgently working to fix the pipeline, which supplies jet fuel, petrol and diesel to Auckland, but supply won't be restored for at least 9 days. A spokesperson for the petrol companies, Andrew McNaught, says the Auckland region has a maximum 6 days of reserves.
This is a significant supply disruption that we haven't seen in 32 years. It's unprecedented. The system is built to be able to take small disruptions, but it's not built to take significant ones.
Andrew McNaught says airlines flying to Auckland have to refuel at Wellington or Christchurch instead, or internationally.
There's good supply at Wellington Airport. There is good supply at Christchurch. We've got a import vessel coming into New Zealand in the next couple of days, which will be discharging jet fuel into the Littleton terminal in Christchurch.
The Energy and Resources Minister, Judith Collins, this afternoon announced that the naval tanker HMNZS Endeavour will be used to move diesel fuel from Marsden Point to other parts of the country. Up to 20 Defence Force tanker drivers will also help local operators. The Defence Force has cancelled a major exercise with Singapore to save fuel, put off some training, and is also looking at refuelling smaller commuter aircraft at Whenuapai Air Force Base. There was little consolation for passengers affected by the cancellation of dozens of flights at Auckland Airport.
I think the flight's usually 3.5, but it's 5.5 now, so an extra 2 hours. It is annoying. You'd think they would have something in place in case things like this happen.
It's silly that there's only one pipeline coming into the New Zealand airport, Auckland Airport, for flights. It's ridiculous.
We have scheduled all our programs. School is reopening on 20th and we'll be missing 1 day. It's frustrating.
Air New Zealand says it's extremely disappointed by the incident, which will affect 2,000 of its customers today. The head of the board of the Airline Representatives Association, Justin Tyumbers, says airlines are trying to ensure disruptions are minimal, but they have a few options up their sleeves.
Bring in more fuel from overseas on their inbound flights, so sort of managing their own fuel supply, if you like. The other option they've got is the longer haul operators in the Middle East and China is to stop for a fuel stop in Australia en route. Other options are some of the airlines are looking at bringing in larger aircraft so that they can carry more fuel into the country but also take more passengers in and out as well.
Air New Zealand and Jetstar have cancelled dozens of flights so far and warn of more to come. Refining NZ, which owns the pipeline, says the fuel leak will cost it up to $15 million in lost revenue. Mo te hotaka o te ahiahi, ko Laura Tupou aho.